Good morning, Wayzata. Today is February 2nd, 2017. I'm Lydia Johnson.
I'm Joe Kotke. Let's get started. Attention BPA members attending state. Make sure to turn in the permission slips and pay for state. We have a meeting after school February 8th in the second floor forum and before school on February 9th at 7:40 a.m. in the second floor forum. This is a mandatory meeting for all state qualifiers.
Come and celebrate Crepe Day. French Club is today, Thursday, February 2nd, and A414. Please pay on ePay to attend.
Driver's Education's next class is fast approaching. Don't wait and be left out. The floor offices have detailed information on registration and dates.
Seniors, check your emails every day to find out more all about the local scholarships that are available. Most of the applications are due on February 10th. Pick up your scholarship packets in the CCTC and contact Ms. Musser if you have any questions.
Attention all freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. If you enjoy science and the great outdoors, look for a new science course called Geology of Minnesota in the 2017 to 2018 registration guide.
There's a Trojan Leadership Council meeting on February 1st at 7:40 a.m. in the Media Center classroom. Your attendance is important at this meeting. Now let's see how to get a date for Sadie's.
Hello, ladies and gents. Today I'm going to teach you how to get a date to Sadie's. Step 1. In order to get a great Sadie's date, make a pun. And if you really want to intrigue him, make it as punny as possible.
Hey, I've got something to tell you.
What?
If I could arrange the alphabet, I would put you and I together.
Oh my God, no way.
Yeah.
Are you asking me to Sadie's?
Yeah!
Works every time. Step 2. Now, if you didn't get a date on the first step, which I would be genuinely confused if you didn't, you can always use the old switcheroo technique.
Are you from Tennessee? Because you're kind of cute.
Yeah, I am.
So do you want to go to Sadie's?
Yeah.
Classic. Step 3. If you're still dateless, I don't know what's going wrong with you, but this next technique will surely work for you. I call it threaten to break their arm technique.
Go with me to Sadie's and I'll break it.
Fine.
Primitive, but effective. If all else fails, good old-fashioned manipulation is the best way to proceed. Because if you can't get them to say yes, get them to ask you.
Thanks. Hey, I dropped my water bottle.
Here you go.
Are you asking me to Sadie's?
Sure.
Congratulations, you now have a date to Sadie's.
Hey Trip, I heard it was a tough loss for boys basketball.
Yeah, they got swatted by the Hornets. Boys basketball broke their undefeated streak on Tuesday as they were stung by the Edina Hornets 56-54. Sophomore Jacob Beninga dropped 20 points, but the rest of the Trojans stayed relatively quiet. Boys hockey tied Hill Murray on Tuesday night 2-2. Senior Matt Cassette and junior Tommy Leeson netted the 2 Trojan goals. The boys will also play tonight as they prepare for a big tilt against the Edina Hornets at Pick. Puck drops at 7. Girls hockey was blown out of the water by the Eden Prairie Eagles on Tuesday 6-0. Penalties were the Trojan killer throughout the game, with 1 from junior Megan Marshall and 2 from senior captain Natalie Heising. Girls basketball fared better than the boys in the Hornets' nest as they defeated the Hornets 59-56. Senior Cameron Hay notched 16 points on the night and was succeeded by senior Sydney Franks with 14. Nordic ski will compete in their Lake Conference Championships tonight at Elm Creek Park Reserve, and wrestling will travel to Eden Prairie High School for a dual meet against the Eagles. Meet starts at 5. Now let's see who's having a happy birthday.
Took me to a valuable weakness. There's no comfort in silence, no real violence in words.
Good morning, Wayzata, and welcome back to your weekly arts and entertainment news, and more specifically, your first A&E of the semester. I'm Kai Christensen, and let's get started. The competition one-act mail-order bride goes to sectionals this Saturday. Well, they will face off against 5 other schools for first place. If they do get first, they'll move on to state, which will be in the coming weeks. Good luck, guys. Mr. Wayzata is next Friday the 10th at 7 p.m. in the WHS auditorium. The 9-10 Black Box Musical 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee is Friday the 17th at 7, Saturday the 18th at 2 and at 7, Friday the 24th at 7, and Saturday the 25th at 2 and 7. The shows take place in the Black Box, and it'll be sure to be a funny show. Shades of Brown is Thursday the 23rd during 4th block. Talk to your teacher if you would like to go. Films getting a wide release this weekend are The Space Between Us, a sci-fi drama, and Rings, a reboot or a remake or a sequel to the Ring franchise. I'm not sure. I'm probably not going to see it. That's all for A&E this week.
Juniors and sophomores can visit Hennepin Technical College on February 14th during 1st and 2nd blocks. Students will ride a bus to HTC. Permission forms can be picked up in the College and Career Center in B202. The deadline to sign up is February 13th. Contact your counselor if you have any questions.
Club YES volunteers are needed as leaders for the upcoming Greenwood Kindness Retreat on Friday, February 3rd. If you are able to volunteer for this fun event, stop by the Club YES office on the 2nd floor.
Lit Mag submissions are now open. Submit art, poetry, and stories to be in the Lit magazine. The deadline is Friday, February 3rd. Questions, see Ms. Rainier.
Attention 321 team, there will be no practice today. We'll start practice again on February 9th. Contact Mrs. Iverson with any questions.
Skills USA will meet today, Thursday, February 2nd at 3:20 in D216.
Sign up to take the National French exam by Friday, February 10th on ePay. The cost is $10 and the test is March 16th. See your French teacher for more details. Hey Elizabeth, what happened in Delaware?
A lot. Let me tell you about it. Delaware corrections officers were held hostage during a standoff in a Delaware prison that began on Wednesday morning when 5 correction officers were taken hostage by prisoners. The hostage situation ended early Thursday morning with 1 correction officer found dead, according to the Washington Post. Officials are now focusing on trying to learn, quote, what happened and how this happened. Reacting to Trump's travel ban, many major tech companies have been very vocal in support of a lawsuit filed against Trump, arguing that the immigration ban would hurt the economy as well as businesses. Companies include Microsoft, Amazon, Expedia, Facebook, Google, Apple, and Amazon, according to the New York Times. In other news, Beyonce has announced that she and Jay-Z are expecting twins, writing, quote, we have been blessed 2 times over, end quote. Her announcement on Instagram broke the record for the most liked Instagram post ever, claiming the Guinness World Record. That's all I have for news on behalf of Trip Lavely and the Wayzata NewsBreak technical crew. I'm Elizabeth Oster.
I'm Joe Kotke.
I'm Lydia Johnson. Happy Groundhog Day, Wayzata.
How many people do you think are killed on Minnesota roads each year?
Thousands? Hundreds? I don't know. 200.
10,000?
Somewhere in the hundreds.
3,000.
Probably several hundred.
I think 100.
350?
500.
200,000 maybe? Maybe a couple thousand.
Maybe 100.
300.
What is the leading cause of car crashes?
Texting and driving.
Probably texting, maybe drunk driving.
Probably texting or eating.
Texting and while you drive. Drinking while you drive.
I would guess inattention.
I know distractions are a big deal, and alcohol, driving and drinking, or texting and driving.
Will we see a day when there are no fatalities on Minnesota roads?
Not really possible, I don't think, but hopefully.
It'd be nice. I would hope so.
Man, as much as I'd like to say, yeah, I mean, it's pretty impossible to have 0.
Hopefully.
Pretty unlikely, I'd say.
No. Unfortunately, no. I wish there was, but I don't think so.
I don't think it's unreasonable. I think it's possible. I'd like to think so.
That would be the best dream ever.
I hope so. So maybe next year, next month.